You hear LeBron, what he said right there? Oh.
What'd he say?
Oh, man.
He said, who are you?
He said more than that. I like to see that LeBron James. Whoa. Don't put that on Space Jam.
Rick, how concerning was the Lakers' loss?
Not that concerning. Unless you were underestimating who the Memphis Grizzlies are. I said that the Lakers have a chance of winning this series because they played the smarter game in Game 1.
Yeah.
Memphis Grizzlies played the smarter game in Game 2. And let's keep in mind, this is a Grizzlies team that has played an awful lot without Ja Morant.
That is true.
2 years ago,
Yeah.
they had a better winning percentage without him during the regular season. And just last year in the playoffs, they played 3 games against the Golden State Warriors, the eventual champions, and they won one of those 3. So their capability or their confidence or their trust in their ability to perform no matter where against no matter who is there because they've proven it before. And look, Lakers are better than I expected them to be.
But
They're not.
you can say it. You can call them the 7th seed because they are.
Well, they're the 7th. Yeah, they're a 7th seed who got in through the play-in, and they're better than they were at the beginning of the season. Are they a team that should win this series? I'm not even certain I can go that far. Can they win the series? Yes. Do I expect them to go farther than that? Absolutely not. So this isn't an extraordinary thing that the Memphis Grizzlies at home won this game without Ja Morant.
Yeah, I'm with you. They're perfectly comfortable playing without Ja Morant. Obviously, they would prefer to have him out there, but they've won games without him. They know what the lineup and the rotation is. They know what they need to do if he's not out there. Obviously, the Lakers would have liked to take advantage of it, but Lakers weren't going to sweep Memphis. No. This is not my only problem with having to react day to day to these series. This was not going to be a sweep, guys.
Right.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right if you lose.
No matter what Lakers Twitter thinks.
Game. And I understand from the fan perspective, it gets panicky anytime you lose because this is the postseason. But it's all right. It was also a hideous game from the Lakers, which they can do as well. The shooting was abysmal. I mean, if D'Lo hits 2 of those shots, it's a completely different game. It was a 6-point game with 3:48 left. So, like, that was still a winnable game, despite how bad it was in the first half. Like, they still were able to climb back in it. If they didn't have a couple turnovers and they hit a couple of those shots, it goes the other way. So I don't really feel like you should feel that frightened about the performance. You're going to have some off nights, which you would have liked to see as somebody else step up last night on the offensive side. Hit a couple shots, get a little more momentum going, and not have the first half that you have to climb out of if you're the Lakers.
As someone who spent a lot of time around the Dallas Cowboys, I understand the power of the brand outshining the actual ability of the team. That's all this is. Like, how could you be concerned about stealing a game against the 2 seed on the road? Like, if this was any other 7 seed, we would be like, they're in great shape. They're going home. They got a game. No, I mean, it's concerning if you think the Lakers are NBA title contenders, which I never really have. Like, I think a team that was capable of really making a run for the championship, you're like, man, they don't have Ja. You've really got a chance to put a stamp on this series and really take control over it. Yeah, that's concerning. But that's why I was joking with Rick. They're the 7th seed. I'm not going to hold them to this crazy standard. I know LeBron's there. I don't care. Like, they are the 7th seed for a reason. I can't say I'm concerned about them. Like, that is an objectively good road trip if you're the 7th seed in the series. Is it not?
You split.
Now, you know what, Dave, man? What? Dave Jerry Helman. He always finds a way to put the Cowboys in his segment.
I took a jab at the Cowboys for whatever that's
even
worth.
saying the Cowboys. Anyway, I'm not concerned. I mean, they did what they had to do, right? The job is go steal 1 game. You stole home court advantage now. Now you bring to L.A., anything can happen. I think that the Lakers, they could take 2 games at home.
Are you counting on the Lakers to win this series?
Yes, I did.
Counting?
Yeah, they're going to win.
You expect them to win this series?
I expect them to win, yeah.
This would be my concern if I were you. One, D'Angelo Russell has not had a good game
He hasn't.
yet in the postseason. Play in, you name it, right?
Okay.
And 2, LeBron James last night, while the numbers looked good, 28 and 12, the only thing he seemingly could do was back guys down. Like, he was not taking anybody off of the bounce.
Okay.
And I don't know whether that's age or just a decision, I'm going to step back,
Right.
or it's the foot that doesn't allow him to do that. But if you're now looking at this through the prism of that Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura or any combination of those complementary guys have to be the engine at the end of a game to get it done, that would be reason for concern. The LeBron James, not the numbers, but
Right.
how he played, if that's what we're seeing more of because of some condition that he's in, that would give me
That's
concern.
the concerning part. I would ask you this. Supporting cast, streaky role players, when do they play best?
I know.
Where do they play next?
Yeah.
Where do they play next?
Right here.
Hey, Dave.
I think you also have to give Memphis a little bit of credit defensively yesterday.
Sure.
They
Yeah.
definitely gave more effort. There's no question about that. It was very obvious. I mean, just with the rebounding alone. Like, is anyone going to try and jump higher or go for these rebounds? They were way ahead of the Lakers effort-wise, whether that's fatigue or not. Sometimes you just don't have it that night.
Right.
But defensively, they were great yesterday.
Played so much smarter.
What I will say about the role players is I believe that the Lakers are going to have somebody step up each game.
Yeah.
Like, and look, Anthony Davis, and we'll get to him in a moment, needed to have a better game.
Yeah.
But the role players have to contribute. And if it has to be someone different every night, someone's got to step up. Now, obviously, they're role players, so that's not something that you can necessarily count on. But if they're going to win, that's how it's going to have to happen. D'Angelo Russell in the postseason shoots 34.5%. That ranks last in the NBA since entering the league in 2015. So I don't know that he's going to be.
He's got a long streak of the
guy to do that. But somebody's going to have to step up.
Yep.
Somebody's going to have to step up. So can the Lakers trust Anthony Davis, though?
For what?
Yeah, I mean, to have a great game, of course. And that's going back to what I just said. Like, over the course of 2 more months, no. Like, to get through this series, yeah, I think so. But last night just showed you. Yeah, like, I think if this Lakers team is going to do something, Anthony Davis has to be a constant. Does he not?
He does. He only had 13 points.
Hold on. This is one game. Who's been the best Laker in the last 2 months?
Anthony Davis.
All right, so
But I mean, it's not fair.
now.
It's not.
He gonna pull it together now.
It's not fair, but he can't afford to pull it together. I really don't think he can. Like, if Anthony Davis isn't giving you a great game, I don't think this team is good enough to beat the better teams in the NBA over the course of the series.
This is the distinction for me. We've seen Anthony Davis over the last month consistently give you big numbers.
Yes, he has.
Right? And they've both won and they've lost. They've won more than they've lost, but they've both. This is Anthony Davis has to give you big performances for them to win, but he is not going to be the fire starter. There's always somebody else who gets going. If the Lakers collectively are rolling, then he's going to join the party. He's like the dude, Lures. He's not going to get everybody on the dance floor. But once you have everybody on the dance floor, that dude is John Travolta, center stage, got everybody like, whoa.
Yeah.
And that's where, can LeBron be that fire starter?
They are playing on Saturday night, are they not? That's good.
There you go. Austin Reeves was the fire starter in game 1, or at least that guy. Anthony Davis is not going to be the playmaker that gets everybody going. So that's the question is, who's going to do that for the Lakers? And if it's the roulette wheel and we're spinning it to see, and I'm concerned about LeBron James' condition, and D'Lo can't get it done, it's Austin Reeves and then who else? We're counting on Austin Reeves, who's making his first playoff appearance, to lead the Lakers to a...
Listen.
That's what I'm saying.
We can sit here and pick at different things, but I'm just looking at the last couple of months, right?
Yeah.
When they were outside looking in, will they make it? You were saying how you didn't think they were going to make it, even the play-in. They fought hard. Anthony Davis, the guy that we kind of doubting, right?
Yeah.
He was holding it down for the Lakers, okay? LeBron James holding it down. Austin Reeves holding it down. We got to put that in perspective. Let's put a little respect on their name because when we thought they wasn't, they were, right? And then now we're at the point where they did what they had to do. We can't let this one game just feel like, the Lakers, they're doomed. No, they went to Memphis with Ja playing.
Yep.
They beat them at home, right? They took the game, home court advantage. They're going back to L.A. I look for Anthony Davis to get it going again. And not only just on offense. We got to talk about how on defense, He's a presence down there. He's a big presence.
And
that
he had
starts
5 blocks last night.
Come on now. So like, let's. It's one game.
I'm with you.
It's one game.
I only push back. I mean, I said I don't see how you can be concerned because they did steal a game. I'm not writing the series off, but there is a difference between getting hot in the lead up to the play-in. Maybe you get to play a lottery team. Maybe you get to play a team coming off a back-to-back. Maybe like you catch breaks. You play teams that aren't that great. You win whatever it was, 9 out of 11. That's different from a series against one of the best teams in the league that's only focused on you. Those are two different things in my
They
opinion.
beat him at home, man. They beat him with their best player. Like, that counts for something.
Oh,
Ja left that
they
game.
beat him with
They beat. This
that-
is the issue we have. Y'all can't tell me that winning on the road in the playoffs is not big.
I'm not discounting
So my
it.
thing is like y'all talking as if they have the advantage right now. Do we agree with that?
You think they win either of these games if Anthony Davis doesn't play great?
Do I think the
But I don't think that Anthony Davis is not going to play great. I think he's going to play very, very well. He's going to play great. That's what I feel like. He's been doing it for the last month or so, right?
Didn't do it.
It's one game, damn it.
Well,
I've had bad days on TV.
I don't
Have
think-
you ever had a bad day on TV?
Many. I'll
Okay.
have many
Have
more.
you?
It was one.
I know you haven't, but have you?
I'm sure I did. I just can't remember.
Come on now.
No, I'm with Shady. You have to give a little.
Be with your dogs.
Yeah, you
right?
got to give AD a little bit of flowers. Last night wasn't the night, but it wasn't the night for the Lakers overall. And despite the fact that it wasn't the night, they still were within 6.
Yeah.
With
Right.
almost 4 minutes left. Like this wasn't the blowout that it appeared. Don't pay attention
No,
to the
it
first
wasn't a
half.
blowout. It wasn't
Had
a
that first
blowout.
half not happened that way, I believe they would have won the game because they had to do so much to climb back in it.
Yeah, so much
It just,
energy.
yeah, he took too many bad shots, and they were keeping them away from the basket. So they were forcing them to take bad shots. So you got to give Memphis a little bit of credit. They had a great game plan.
And how many times have you seen Anthony Davis get hit in this series and get up? I've never seen AD get up this much. I thought, oh, he's destined to be great. He got a hit in the elbow.
This is what's-
He was holding his eye.
but
I
this
said, oh,
is-
he's done for 2 weeks. He came back. I said, man, listen. He's hungry right now, and it looks like it. He had a bad game. It happens.
But that's the
It
other.
can't happen too many more times. That's my
I'm
only
betting on the
point.
Lakers next game.
All right.
That's the other aspect of this, though. Like, Anthony Davis does get hit. He gets hit more than anybody else.
It looks like it, and he's not.
Right? Who catches an elbow on a jump ball? Like,
But all the other ones where he gets,
Only
when he gets
Anthony-
tapped, he's like, oh, I
Pretty
can't feel
big
my
body.
hand.
So there's a lot of space to hit.
fair.
He's a large man.
Here's the other part.
Pause.
It was who was doing the damage for the Memphis Grizzlies against Anthony Davis?
Say that again.
Who was doing the damage against Anthony Davis for the Memphis Grizzlies? Xavier Tillman,
Had an unbelievable night.
third string center,
Yeah.
was giving him work.
But you're going to have those nights. Like that was the
Understood.
best night of his career. And credit to him, he had an unbelievable
That
night.
won't happen again.
Okay, but when you have an Anthony Davis who we know talent-wise, we think of him as a top 10 player, right?
Top some talent.
It hits a little bit different when
Oh, you're
in
right,
a
that's
playoff
true.
game,
Yeah.
It wasn't
Xavier
his night.
Tillman is giving him work.
It wasn't his night. Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.